Right back at it for period number 2. Hannafin at center, Myers and Triplett, the wings. Bruton and Pfister on defense. 13 seconds of power play left. Myers over the blue line. Puck rolls behind the goal into the near corner. Triplett's there. Americans push that puck up. Bruton had a chance at it. Bruton puts it on net. Good stop by the goalie. Myers is there. Could have had a second chance. That was a big rebound that came up. Even strength now. Americans with possession. Up through center. Pfister steps up. Nice job by Pfister. Nobody's back to help. That's a cross-crease feed, and good stop by Scott. He's able to get a leg pad on that. Centering feed picked off by Pfister. Pfister over the red line, over the blue line. That puck gets tipped up, and Myers steps in to finish the job. Puck in the near corner, working its way up the wall. Hannafin, I thought he was going to get it, but nothing doing. Now Hannafin took a shot at it, and now gets possession and takes a shot into the glove of the Americans goalie. We'll get a stoppage. 13:59 left in the second period. Carson at the face-off dot for the Rangers with Covington, Bottomley, Walsh. Big shot by Walsh, tipped in front. Covington has it, and Banish, the last D-man out there. Puck's in the corner. Carson and Covington both working on it. Americans break it loose. Americans through center. Into the Rangers' end. Far corner. Walsh is going to get there first. Nope, the Americans get there first. Good forecheck by the Americans. Back to the point, held in. Americans shot blocked by Bottomley. Nice job, Bottomley. He's right back up and into that play. Americans get it and push it back. Now Americans with the puck in their own end. Moving it up to center, Bottomley on his stick. Off the wall, up to Covington. Covington backhands it into the American zone. Americans put that puck up ice. No icing as it's waved off. Scott's going to stop it. Banish, probably a safer play as the Americans player came in there hard. That's fear for the Americans. And Banish, we're going to get an interference call now on number 9 for the Americans. I didn't see that play. Banish passed up an opportunity to really lay a hurting on an Americans player down there near the wall, and I'm glad he did. Good to hold that up. That could have been messy. So 12:55 left in the second. Vancouver Rangers power play opportunity. Draw comes back. Carson to Pfister. Pfister, Bruton's out there with him on defense. Carson, Myers, and Hannafin, your forward line. Pfister around the net. Over the blue line. Pass up to Hannafin. Hannafin cut through center. Takes a look, tries to send it deep. Off of a shin pad. Americans get it, sweep it along to the near wall. Myers centering feed. Nope. Carson moves that up the wall to Pfister. Pfister looking. Puck comes in. And now Carson still around the circle. High slot. Puts the puck in on net. Big deflection in front. Bruton now gets a stick on it. That puck goes wide. Myers back to Pfister at the point. Held in. Dumped in by the net. Hannafin's got it in a pretty good spot and then drifts into the corner. Pfister steps up. Sends it into the corner below the goal. Carson leaves it for Myers in front. Myers puts the puck on net. Deflected by the Americans goalie. Back out to the point. Pfister. Pfister puts it off a skate in front. Myers steps into it. Puck goes high into the net. Deflected. Good power play by the Rangers so far. 52 seconds left in it. 11:47 left in the second period. Americans lead 4-0. New power play unit comes over the wall for the Rangers. Covington at center. Hannafin on his right. Bottomley on his left. With Banish and Walsh on defense. Bottomley gets the puck on net. Kind of a looping shot. I think that was tipped. Bottomley centers. Hannafin steps up. Can't get enough stick on it. That puck gets tipped. Americans grab it. Over the wall. Banish holds it in. Back down below the goal. Bottomley. Nope. The Americans get there. And send that puck the length of the ice. Scott's out to play it. And can't get it. Oh. Dangerous cross-ice pass by Scott. He makes it up to Covington at center. Rangers with some difficulty holding the line. Puck comes in onside, so everything's fine. Bottomley steps up. And the Americans have possession of the puck behind their own net, around the wall. Held in near point by Banish. Nope. Walsh is going to go back to collect it. Nice job, Banish, getting in the way of the forecheck there. Walsh tries to find Bottomley. It gets picked off. Americans with possession. Steep angle shot. Oh, that was a cross-ice feed. Americans couldn't collect. Puck is loose in the corner. Banish is there. Americans come up with it. Looking to center. Good centering feed. Couldn't get a shot off. And now the puck is loose. Hanifin with it on his forehand. Americans at center. Walsh into the Americans' end. 10-15 left in the second. Shot. Goalie lost it. Puck still loose in the corner. Americans over the blue line back to center ice. Hobson turns around, throws it up. Americans pick that off. Over the red line now. Over the blue line. Centering feed. Nice job, Scott, getting over in front of that. 9:53 left in the second period. We are back at center ice, it looks like, and it looks like there's a new penalty. Oh, okay. Did she growl?
No.
Sometimes she does.
Hounds don't growl at me. Hounds love me.
She's a good dog. It's a good dog.
I was showing your wife my hound.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's about 110. Yeah. He's big. I got him from Virginia. What? I have a shipped in from Virginia. Oh, wow.
Puck's down, Bruton. Behind the goal. Held in at the point by the Americans. Hobson. Hobson with some room now over the red line. Into the Americans' end. Around, nope, not around one. Americans pick that up and center the length of the ice. Bruton's going to go back and pick it up. Bruton gets ridden off the puck. Scott puts that in the corner. Puck comes in off the net. Banish swings that around the wall to Myers. Sorry, Hobson, not Banish. And the puck comes trickling all the way back into the Americans' end. Far corner. Americans miss. Triplet up to Bottomley. Bottomley puts that back down into the corner. Myers behind the net, looks to step in. Puck's at his feet. Triplet. Bottomley. Puck comes up the half wall. Americans have it. One back. Hobson's back. Woo! Nice job, Fear. That was interference if I ever saw it. And I'm also not sure that Fear is allowed to play without his glove. I think he's supposed to go back and pick that up. The Americans player is still skating without a glove. Things getting a little chippy out there. Puck comes back into... Pardon me while I stop talking. That was kind of a confusing sequence of events. Puck comes in. Hobson, I think, thought he had it. The Americans player got to the puck first. He took a better angle at it and then swung around the net and got a shot off. So that was fun. 27 seconds left in the Rangers power play. Puck comes back to the point. Jado, good job pushing that up. All the way below the goal line. That's going to be icing. We'll come back and try this again. 19 seconds left in the penalty. Power play unit for the Rangers. Carson, Holland, Hanifin, Pfister, and Walsh. Carson wins that back. Walsh up the wall. Carson's going to get it. Nope, Jaden's going to get it. Now Walsh. Holland to Hannafin, or Walsh to Hannafin. Hannafin puts that on net into the goalie's glove, no whistle. And the Americans goalie plays it. Puck is up near the blue line. Americans have it over the blue line now, out of the zone. That's going to be a Vancouver Rangers penalty. And we'll see what happened. It's going to be an interference call. And the Americans are going to use this opportunity for their timeout. So 7:42 left in the period. When we come back, the Rangers will be on the penalty kill. Americans lead 4-0. Still lead. The second period's tied though. Second period's tied 0-0. Yeah, they're tying the second period. So that's a start. And it looks like it looks like Hannafin is going to be the Rangers player picked for the penalty. Face-off will come just outside the blue line. PK unit for Vancouver. Carson, Myers, Pfister, and Walsh. Puck's down. Americans have it over the blue line. Trickling in on net. Scott will get a glove on it, and we'll have a face-off. That took care of 7 seconds. 1:53 left in the penalty. Sure enough, 23. Puck's back, high slot, shot. Scott gets a pad on it, goes into the corner. Half wall, below the goal. Walsh swings it around. Carson's going to get there, not quite. As the Americans step up, get a stick on that puck up into the bench. So we'll get a face-off just outside the zone. 1:36 left in the power play for the Americans. Rangers change up their D. Bruton and Banish on now. Carson and Myers still out there at forward. Puck comes back. Banish kicks it right back out of the zone. Americans grab it now and dump it deep. Banish gets to it first. Sweeps it around the wall. Stopped at the half wall by the Americans. And at the point, some confusion. Bouncing puck. Wide of everything into the corner. Now to the far corner. Bruton's going to get there for the Rangers. Rangers up ice. Carson's got a step. Goalie's going to come out to play it. He plays it back into the end boards. I've seen worse things, worse places to put it. Carson gets drugged down, no call. And the Americans are back up with possession. Just under a minute left in the power play. Americans move that into the far corner. Behind the net, looking to center. That's going to be a penalty on Bruton as he drags down the American player. Puck held in at the point. Puck's in the slot. Shot in, stopped by Scott. Shot in again, stopped by Scott. And we finally get a whistle. A trip. Yep. Well, hard to argue with that call. That was factually what happened. So you really can't put your stick in front of another player and then have them skate over it and fall down. That's an easy call for the officials to make. So 5-on-3 for the next 29 seconds for the Rangers. The three-man penalty kill. Bottomley, Walsh, and Pfister. Bottomley wins that over to Walsh. Walsh hits that deep. And that's a good start for the Rangers. Nice job, Bottomley. Good forecheck. He gains possession in the American zone. Americans now looking to set something up. Cross ice. Over the blue line. Walsh is in front. Americans taking a second to try to set up in the zone. High slot, shot in high. Puck comes out, picked up, centered. Shot, blocked by Scott. Puck comes out to the high slot, shot high. Centering feed, off Scott's pad. Now Bottomley, up and out of the zone. Hannafin's penalties expired. We're playing 5-on-4. Americans, and now Hannafin. Good job, Hannafin, right out of the box. Puts the puck on net. Americans goalie plays that right back out. Up over the blue line, out of the zone. Bottomley's got to tag up, he does. And now the Americans send it up ice to Walsh. That goes back in the zone. No icing because of the penalty. Americans gain possession. Back to Pfister. 35 seconds left on the penalty. Pfister's going to take this puck into the corner and then look to play it up ice. That'll go the length of the ice. Nice job, Justin. Who's Jason? Justin. Americans wheeling out of their own end. 17 seconds left. Pfister's in front. Fear goes around, tries to leave that in front. Scott's up to stopping that one. Pfister wraps it around the wall, held in at the point by the American defense. Now the puck up, out of play. Good job, Carson. Good job, Carson, getting up there. 1 second left in Bruton's penalty. Well, they're going to say it's tipped, so we're going to keep the face-off in the zone. And that makes sense. I think Carson got a piece of it. Nice job, Carson, stepping up, fouling up that face-off. Banish comes around, now Triplett out of the box. Or Triplett onto the ice, I should say, as Bruton gets to the bench. Even strength, Covington. Oh, Covington gets an elbow to the chin. No call. Nice job, Owen getting his shoulder in there. Now Hobson tries to get the puck up ice. Carson. Offsides. We're going to get an offsides call. That was better than elbow to the head. That was a long time. That guy, I didn't see him with his hand up over there. Usually the linesman will do a little, I don't know about better job, but a more vocal job about warning players that they're offsides. So, Americans with possession. Centering, set, goal. As that Americans player just got loose. That's a defensive breakdown. Because you really don't want a shooter loose like that in the slot, especially not when you're even strength. Somebody should have been able to get there. So, 5th goal of the day for the Americans. Bottomley takes that face-off for the Rangers. Myers and Holland out there on the forward unit. Walsh and Bruton, the defense. Puck comes back to center. Nice job, Americans, moving that through. Bottomley's got a stick on it. Americans put that on net. Scott gets a piece, puts it behind the net. Puck goes into the corner. Centering feed. Americans looking to center. Nice shot. Nice shot as the puck came out from below the goal line again, and the Americans roofed it. This is the same, these are the same goals that the other Tri-City Americans team scores. They will set up below the goal line. They will look to feed across the front of the crease. We've got a goalie change for the Rangers. That's the 6th goal of the day. 6th goal of the game given up by Scott, and they're putting Burchell in now. So 3:06 left in the second period. We'll get a goalie change. Myers at the faceoff. Myers, Holland, Bottomley, and Banish, and Pfister. There we go. That's everybody. Puck comes in, blue line. So, puck's right into the Rangers' end. I hope Burchell is keeping himself warm over there on the bench. Bottomley with possession. Up to Myers. Myers gets a piece of it, I think. No icing as it's waved off. Americans sweep that around the wall, not able to hold it in. Americans with speed, and the puck will cross the line. That'll be icing. So we'll come back into the Americans' end for a face-off. Carson's going to take the draw. He's got Hannafin on his right, Covington on his left. Carson, high slot, Hannafin, shot, goal. There you go. Well, you know what? That's where goal scorers score goals from, right there in front of the crease. So 6-1. Comeback starts now. 2:29 left in the second period. Hannafin from Carson and Myers. On the ice. Carson, Covington, Hannafin with Hobson and Walsh on defense. Americans win that back. Covington steps up over the blue line. Covington shot on net, gloved. And the Americans goalie will hold on. We'll get a face-off. 2:23. And we've got a whistle. They're going to push back the players behind the linesman there. Now we're going to try it again. Puck's dropped into the wall. At the point, Walsh holds that in, puts it on net, deflected into the corner by the goalie. Up ice, Hobson sweeps it back down into the corner, around the wall, far corner. Americans chip that up ice, held in by Walsh. Bounced up, not going to be held in at the blue line. Hobson steps up. Whoop. I almost fell down. Covington, high slot. Walsh steps up again, pushes the puck deep. Puck is on the doorstep. And they're going to get Covington for maybe a rough, something behind the play. I didn't see what happened.
Late hit to the goalie.
They're going to call it a technical. Did he just tee him up? So it looks like a minor penalty on Covington. Technical for putting his stick in after the goalie had the puck covered is what I'm hearing. Well, Banish loses that. Shot on net. Burchell's got to stop. That's his first stop of the day. Nice job coming in. I guess he got time enough to warm up. Shot again. Nope, puck comes out. Cross ice feed. Americans still have possession. Shot in front. Myers had it, then lost it. And the puck gets worked down low. High slot. It's going to be another penalty on the Rangers. A cross check on Pfister. All right. So. I'm sorry. I just heard someone on the Rangers side say there's two teams out there after the Rangers have been on a power play for most of the first and the beginning of the second period. But yeah, there's two teams. That's correct. Shot on net. Burchell puts that into the corner. The Americans' defense is up to the task of stopping it at the blue line. Swept in on net. Oh, it's a goal. That's about the dumbest goal you'll see all day. That puck came in from the boards, from the corner. And I think it just caught Burchell under his pad and deflected in. Man, that's too bad. That puck had eyes. So, that'll be the 7th goal of the game for the Americans. And Covington's penalty is now off the board. 1:38 left on Pfister's. Puck's behind the net. Americans come out with it. Walsh and Bruton both back, 3-on-2 now, through center ice. Walsh gets turned around a little bit. Shot on net. Burchell's got the first one. Shot again. Bruton steps up now, tries to clear it. Held in by the Americans. Puck winds up below the goal. Walsh around the wall. That'll be held in at the point. Puck comes down at the slot. Bruton now, finally with enough time to get it down ice. Goalie out to play it. He sends it back up. 23 seconds and counting in the period. Walsh over the blue line into the Americans' end. Back out, bottomly. Carson into the zone on net. Americans set up behind their own net. Up through center. 5 seconds left. Walsh on his horse. Content to just hold on to that. And we'll get the buzzer. When we come back, it'll be the third period. The Americans will be leading 7-1. And the Rangers will have another 39 seconds of penalty kill ahead of them.